Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Gujarat today. Welcome back. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. That's our big focus this hour. Yes, the PM will be inaugurating and dedicating several large-scale railway projects across Dahod, Bhuj and Gandhinagar, collectively valued over 24,000 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also be dedicating the first indigenously manufactured 9,000 horsepower locomotive engine to the nation. The 9,000 horsepower locomotive will be used for the freight train operations. This is going to be the most powerful locomotive being produced at the Dahod workshop. This will help the national transporter in improving haulage capacity, speed, scale and utilization of rolling stocks on its freight corridors. This locomotive is made in India and is equipped with the latest facilities including Kavach technology. The railway production unit at Dahod has been established under the PPP model with Siemens company. In addition to transport infrastructure, the Prime Minister will also be inaugurating 4 group water supply projects valued at 181 crore rupees, aiming to provide safe drinking water in rural areas. My colleague Manohar Kesari has filed this ground report from the Dahod Locomotive Manufacturing Workshop showing equipments which are used to make most powerful freight train engine. Let's play those out. Are having some technical trouble there with that ground report. We will play it out for you later, but let's tell you a bit more about this project. Of course, this indigenously manufactured locomotive engine having a very high capacity, very high horsepower. Let's tell you about what makes it unique and special. 9,000 horsepower locomotive. Of course, it's going to be India's first high power locomotive engine manufactured in Dahod, Gujarat, estimated to be at a cost of 20,000 crore rupees. It of course will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. He will of course be doing the unveiling of this engine. It's about a 9,000 horsepower engine, as I said earlier, 6-axle electric engine, which will have an average speed of about 75 kilometers per hour. So we'll of course be powering those trains there, those freight trains there, of course, in Gujarat. Maintenance will be carried out at depots in Kharagpur, West Bengal, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, Raipur in Chhattisgarh and Pune in Maharashtra once these engines of course get out across the country. And over the next decade, the Dahod facility is expected to produce 1,200 such engines, of course, which will be used in trains all across the country. And the expectation is to export these engines globally. Of course, under the Make in India initiative, it's not just, of course, for India and Indian trains, but these could be powering, trains across the world as well. And each locomotive, of course, will be carrying the label of manufactured in Dahod, making it an emerging heavy rail engine hub. Imagine that, made in Dahod for engines which are being used across the world. Now this has the ability, this engine, to carry cargo weighing up to 4,600 tons. So huge capacity there, of course, clearly can be used for transporting heavy goods. And these engines, of course, will be equipped with air conditioning as well and toilet facilities for the driver. Also, of course, air conditioning, so it can be used through all seasons. And engines will be also, of course, equipped. Engines are expected, of course, to create 10,000, this engine project, 10,000 direct and indirect jobs there in Dahod. So it's going to be a big job creation as well outlet, because remember, if the capacity is going to be so huge of this engine producing hub there in Dahod, then obviously more employment will be needed to be done as well. So this, of course, is a very unique project, one of which is going to be unveiled today by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.